Alright, Grey Magic TV back again, guys, with a card trick you would have seen yesterday. It's basically like a brainwave deck, guys, but best part about it is you can hand this deck out for examination. The setup is something like this. Spread through, and there should be a face down card, which is the 6 of diamonds, but you don't have to use that. You can use any card you wish, guys. And we're just using a normal deck of cards. As you can tell, there's no double-sided sticky tape or roughing marm or Krylon matte finish, none of them, guys. All you're going to do is make sure you take out the proper 6 of diamonds that goes with this red deck, and you're going to place that with a blue. If you're using a blue deck, you're going to use a red card. So basically all you're going to do is you're going to place this card anywhere in the pack, guys. I'll try and get it somewhat down, so it's down in the deck, so that way you can spread through a few cards, and then your card will be the only blue face-up card in the face-down deck. Now we'll get on to this explanation. So basically what you're doing, guys, you're eliminating cards. So you're going to eliminate the court cards. You're also going to eliminate number cards, and you'll see what I mean when I do this. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to eliminate all the court cards. Jacks, Queen, Kings, they're all gone. So you can probably get away with this using a blank deck, but I like using the actual deck because then you can hand everything out at the end. You're going to eliminate the higher cards, so your 10s, the 9s, and your 8s. And then you're going to eliminate a couple of the lower ones at the bottom as well. So I'm talking about your 1s, so your aces, 2s, 3s. And then you're going to try and narrow it all down to the 6 of diamonds, but depending on what you are using. So if the spectator says, well, I want the 7 of hearts, that's when you can say, well, we've eliminated all the higher cards. So a 7 is still a higher card, guys. All the way from your king, queen, and jack down to your 10, 9, 8, bang, down to your 7. It's still a higher card. Then you're going to get them to basically get rid of the lower numbers. So your lower numbers are your ace, 2, 3, 4, and 5s. Basically, you're left with one option, guys, and that one option is the 6 of diamonds. Now you can do this vice versa, where you can have a gimmicked card, if you know what I mean, a misprint card, guys, where it's a 6 or a 7. You can switch it out in between this sort of trick as well, which I've tried it, but I kind of like narrowing it down just to one single playing card, because then you can hand that card out to the spectator and there is nothing to find. So they say the 6 of diamonds. As I said, guys, everyone has their own way of doing this. This is just my preference. And it's like, well, what happens if I go through the pack? And we'll find that, well, we do have a 6 of diamonds. Believe it or not, the 6 of diamonds is face down. Every other card is face up, as you can tell. Believe it or not, it was the only card that I knew you would pick, because I took it out of a completely different deck. So there's different ways to do this, guys, heaps of different ways. I thought, well, somewhere along the line between the invisible deck, which is not really, because obviously the invisible deck is always face up. Oh, look at that, guys, I even got a color double back card in there. Didn't even notice that. Didn't even see that before. But you're distracting. It's not really distracting. I can't get the word out, guys. You're going through and you're nailing it down to each card. So I'll put it through again. This goes into the pack, and you're going to say to them, I have one card in here, it's somewhere in the pack, guys. But believe it or not, it's the only card that's face up, because every other card is face down. So you're nailing it down to one specific card in the pack, guys. So it's basically saying it's the only card that's in the pack, when you're saying, well, get rid of the kings, the jacks, and the queens. And then we're going to nail it down, because we're also going to get rid of the 10, so the higher numbers, 10, 9, 8, 7, and then you got your low numbers, ace, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're always going to land on this card, guys. As you know, us people on YouTube being magicians, guys, in the real world, this works a whole lot better because you can do a whole lot more subtleties. You can even, if you want, you can also move, you know, not a double backer. It is, what in the world's going on here? Any other duplicate cards I know of? No, we're all good. So you can always tell the spectator to go, oh, well, what about if I want the 7 of hearts? And it's like, well, the 7 of hearts has vanished, so we can't use that card anymore. And they think, what do you mean? And it's like, you got to work around. You know how we work with, what do they say? An out sort of thing, guys, where you have one Pacific card and there's 12 houses or something like that. It pretty much works in the same way, guys. You just narrowing it all the way down until you reach the 6, which is what you want. And then you can tell to them, believe it or not, I actually have that card face up. I'll put it face up in the deck and every other card is face down. And then you get to this point where you can show, well, it's the only card I have in the deck because this one's blue. And then if you wanted to do it, guys, you could also do it where you have a blank deck. I choose not to because I would like to hand a card out to the spectator for them to find. So basically all you're doing, guys, is just getting the spectator to nail it down to one Pacific card in the deck. Hope that was a little bit more understanding what I was trying to explain, guys. It's basically just controlling their thoughts. But as you would know, this trick works better in the real world. So subscribe to Grey Magic TV, guys. If you like this trick, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Put in a comment, something nice, of course. And we'll see you guys after for another incredible card trick. Cheers.